My dear friends, on October 15, 2023, I had the immense pleasure of attending a spectacular event organized by Mala Pasha, the director, producer and founder of Torn Curtains, an iconic theatre group at Hyderabad. The evening was nothing short of remarkable as Torn Curtains brought to life a thought-provoking play, Half a Cup Full, directed by none other than Mala Pasha herself. It was just phenomenal. Before I go any further, you must be thinking why I, a medical oncologist, am talking about a performance. Well, because this play, my dear friends, is in support of breast cancer awareness. In fact, it is in two acts. The first act, Don't Edit Me, is a gripping portrayal of four women of different age groups, each a breast cancer patient who forms a breast cancer support group and who, through shared anguish and insecurity, find the strength to confront their challenges. As I said, there are different age groups. One of them is a grandmother who has endured her treatment and is a breast cancer survivor. Even at her age and stage of cancer, as a grandmother, she is overwhelmingly concerned about the welfare of her family, her husband, her daughters, grandchildren, and her son-in-laws. She is morally burdened by the fact that because of her daughters had to shift their families to stay close to her. She is more concerned about them than herself. Another lady in her early 40s is a case of stage 4 breast cancer, that is metastatic cancer, which has spread to different parts of her body. And can you imagine what she is going through? She has been told by the doctors that she is a guest here only for a couple of months more. Despite the thought of impending death, she is still thinking about her family, contemplating what all she has to write in her will. Whatever she had in her life that she loved and cherished, held it close to her heart, she is now loudly thinking to hand it all over to her loved ones. What her husband loves the most? Oh yes, her recipe book, and what she feels her children will cherish after she is no more. Emotions so beautifully conveyed straight from the heart. Probably there was not a single person in the audience without a stream of tears flowing down their cheeks. It was so touching, and one could connect with every dialogue and emotion. The third lady was in her late 40s, a career woman who felt shunned and desolate, let down by her own very firm, the organization for whose success she had strived so much, burnt the midnight oil, and finally, when the time came for her promotion, she was sidelined because she was suffering from cancer. Her own friends who told her that she was the life of every party now avoided her, and how she suddenly felt so desolate, so incomplete and bereft. A grim reality of the corporate world, my dear friend. And then the fourth lady, a young, bubbly, newly married lady, unfortunately a victim of breast cancer. At this early stage of life, forced by these circumstances now to face all the uncertainties of life on her own. Will she survive? Will she get cured? Even if she does get cured, will she ever be able to become a mother? Will she ever be able to convince her in-laws that they should not be discussing their desire to replace her? And then there was this question: what is it that at this stage of their life that they actually want? Each of them, in their own special way, conveyed a beautiful message to accept them as they are, and all that they desire is just love and affection. The second act, Goodbye, is a raw and visceral monologue by a woman facing breast cancer, and how, despite her flaws and her limitations, she comes to terms with the physical changes in her body and overcomes breast cancer, and like a true warrior comes victorious. It was indeed mesmerizing. A reality which every cancer patient faces. Exceedingly well written, exceptionally well performed by all the members of the cast. I would sincerely request everyone to take out time from their busy schedules and do see this play. The Torn Curtains is on Instagram, and you can connect with them for more information. My dear friends, this role play by the actors is much more than a mere performance. It's the bare truth, the reality of life, the fear of impending death, but there is this human desire to live a fulfilling, normal life. How women in their different phases of life endure this pain, this agony, and finally succumb to this monster called breast cancer. Unfortunately, as per the latest statistics, breast cancer is not only the most common cancer now in women all over the world, but is also their number one killer, and is now targeting young women. My dear friend, cancer does not kill a person. It annihilates the complete family. Every near and dear one suffers. I strongly feel that we can prevent cancer and drastically decrease the number of deaths due to this monster. This YouTube channel is a small and humble attempt from my end to make an effort to create awareness about cancer prevention and treatment. For breast cancer, I have put in some effort and have made a couple of videos on the risk factors for breast cancer, even try to cover a bit of familial breast cancers. We'll be sharing the link in the down box. Please do take out some time to watch. It's your life, it's your loved one's life. As for cancer, ignorance is not bliss. And my dear friend, prevention any day is better than the suffering.